What's up, everybody? This is Damron with Trash Ass Gamers, bringing you another Elder Scrolls Veteran Dungeon Guide. This is for the Banished Cells 1. This dungeon can be found in Aradon, which is the first area you go to after Canarthy's Roost in the Aldmeri Dominion. This is honestly, I think, the easiest dungeon in the game. Really, the bosses aren't that bad, the ads aren't that bad. You can really just cream this dungeon once you get the hang of playing the game. We actually ran this for DPS. We didn't have a tank or a healer, just so we could get through it faster, which actually gave us a little bit of a problem near the end, which I'll show you. But for the most part, this is an easy dungeon. As always, I'll try to fast forward through the ads, but this will be a complete video of the whole run, so no one gets lost and everybody knows where we're at and what's going on. And I'll try to kind of point everything out to you. So the first boss you're going to come up to in here is the Cell Haunter. The Cell Haunter has a few ads on the side of the room with her, some banished soldiers and sentinels, which really don't cause that much damage. We didn't have a healer or a tank, so we all took some damage here, and as you can see, the attacks that he does can hurt, but not really that bad, and he obviously doesn't have that much health either. So as long as you kind of keep the DPS up on him, you'll be fine, especially if you have a healer and a tank. This is a no-threat fight. Alright, so moving on in this room, you're going to have to hit that switch in order to get this fight started. You'll have a lot of Banekin, and then finally the Shadow Wren will spawn in. He does have a AoE attack where he kind of circles around and hits you with his tail. That can actually hurt quite a bit if you just stand in that AoE, so stay out of that. Also, he'll shoot a shadow form of himself out in a straight direction where he's standing, and that doesn't necessarily cause too much damage, but that Shadow Wren form will stay in the fight until you kill it, but it doesn't really have that much health. So those are the only two real attacks you got to worry about. Other than that, just keep hitting him for damage and you'll be past this short enough. Alright, next up, this is a real easy fight here. This guy literally has less than 1,000,000 health, and he doesn't really do any damage at all. You're going to kill him literally in no time. This is not a fight that you even have to worry about. He does have some ads in there with him, but not going to cause you a problem. And Gada, the Clan Fear Handler, ironically doesn't have a Clan Fear in here, and he doesn't do much handling, so just go ahead and finish him off. Alright, so next up, we got this big, basically bone colossus here called the Skeletal Destroyer. It's got some, Banekin with him that aren't really that bad. Of course, all of his attacks are flame damage, so if you are a vampire, you have that to consider. That's obviously going to do a little bit more damage to you if you are a vampire, but overall, he's not going to do too much damage. He has some flame AoEs that he'll spit out that'll sit on the floor for a little period of time, and he will actually spawn in some Banekins during the fight. But again, doesn't hit too hard. He does his little stomp attack that it doesn't even really hurt, so just keep smashing him and let's move on. Alright, so we're coming up on the last boss here. Go ahead and read your scroll for hard mode. He's not too hard, but you'll see we get into a little sticky situation because we're running 4 DPS. We technically didn't have a healer nor a tank, so we were just trying to blast through it. But I highly recommend you go ahead and bring at least a tank with you. You don't really need a healer for this dungeon, but a tank would have made this a lot easier. His charged up swing there with his blade can certainly kill you if you're not blocking it. He's also going to spawn in these AoEs of blue flame, kind of a cold fire flame. Those can seriously do some damage if you're staying in them. These balls right here, they'll spawn every once in a while and they'll travel to him. If they make it to him, it'll actually heal him a little bit, so be sure you're killing those. Now what you got to watch out for is that one-shot attack that he just did on me and knocked me to the ground. He randomly targets people with that. Even if you have a tank in there, he's going to randomly target, so you got to kind of keep an eye out for it, because if it hits you, it can definitely kill you if you're not 100% health, or if you have few health to begin with. But as you can see, we actually started getting into some trouble because we couldn't really sustain these two-handed smash down attacks that he was doing to our crew. So it got a little iffy. I think all of us end up dying except for one person at one point. But we stuck with it and we grinded it out. We finished this fight. That's the attack you want to worry about. If you see him charging up like that, get ready to roll dodge. If that hits you, you're gonna die. And then there, what got me was actually his charged up, just full swing attack. That will also kill you, which it did me. So be sure to avoid that. Again, a tank is really gonna help you in this fight. Uh, we got to this point, and I was like, God, man, we're gonna wipe. But we eventually pulled out, and basically, mechanic-wise, that's all you got to worry about. Try to smash down those balls that give him health. Stay out of his blue flame AoEs, and try to roll dodge his power attacks. And that one shot that just took out another person, you got to roll dodge that. That's going to be a random uh, person that gets attacked by that. And most times, in fact, when you get here trying to do a no death run, that's actually generally the spot that's going to give you a problem. Someone's going to get one shotted from that and can potentially kill somebody. So that's it. We all kind of recover from that moment of blasphemy and moments of scrub-like gameplay. Only, the trash-ass gamers with the trash-ass gameplay. So we'll finish this fight. We'll talk about the monster set at the end. Alright, so we wipe him up, and as you can see, I highly recommend not going in here with straight 4 DPS. We couldn't hold him still. He's running around the room. He was one-shotting us, and that was just a lot harder than it needed to be. But mechanic-wise, I'll just keep it here to show you that. We'll take a look at the monster set in this dungeon, which isn't too useful. It's a Shadowrun set. It gives you Magicka recovery for one set, and then once you get the shoulders, it'll allow you to spawn a clan fear. You'll see a lot of people using this, and they'll have a clan fear with them. It's only for 15 seconds, but it can occur every 15 seconds. So almost you can have a clan fear with you at all times. It's not a bad set, but it's not the greatest set. It's kind of good to have some fun with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like these videos, feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll continue to bring you the content. Thanks, guys.